Hello everybody, long time no see. So I'm going to make this video fairly quick. I always say that, but you know me, it also usually goes longer. If you were here and you are wondering where Stranger Things is, I have had this conversation quite a lot over my time on this channel, and I just don't think that it's coming. I still, believe it or not, have not watched the newest season of Stranger Things. If I do, I will react to it. I don't know what it is. I am sure maybe everybody has experienced this once before, but I just found myself in a place of, like, I love Stranger Things, I do, but I just don't know why my brain isn't in the headspace to want to watch it, and still hasn't gotten there, and I don't know, I'm like a true believer that when the time to watch it is something I want, like when that presents itself, then I will do it. You know, I don't want to watch it when I'm not in the mood to watch it. I feel like it'll just ruin the series for me, so I'm holding it until I get to a space where it makes sense. I'm going to try to do it hopefully before the newer season eventually comes out, but I'm not doing it anytime soon. If you're here for BTS, okay, a little background. I put reacting to BTS in the title because I have an intention to react to BTS. A little bit of, I'm baby ARMY, you know, I'm really new to BTS. I'd say like a couple of weeks, maybe a month. I can't tell time at the moment, but somewhere around that span, I fell down the rabbit hole. How I got interested in BTS, I was listening to a playlist of rap, just a random playlist I had pulled up because I'm working from home, and so I was just kind of having it on in the background. And I was skipping through some of the ones that I didn't really feel, and then one came on, and it was, I forget at this point which cipher it was, but it was one of the ciphers. And it was like a live performance of, maybe it was even the medley, I don't know, but I just remember that I stayed because I think it was J-Hope had a bucket hat on, and I'm not even joking when I say that I have so many bucket hats. It's my favorite accessory in the world. It has been for a while. I don't know if you can see my lamp over there, but those are all my bucket hats stacked on top of each other. So I stayed for the bucket hat, and just because they had some serious like swag to them, I can't explain it. And I was like, who are these dudes? And I kind of fell down into a rabbit hole at that point. And weirdly enough, I actually started watching like compilation videos of them on YouTube before I actually listened to their music. Like I listened to the ciphers, but I was kind of just like sticking to the rap. You know, I wasn't really exploring anything else. And I started watching their compilation videos that people make because I realized that there were so many of them. And, so-and-so's habits, funniest moments, things like that. I think I did that for 2 weeks, and I just fell down into the rabbit hole that is BTS, but for their personalities. Like, I fell in love with who they were as people. There was just this certain sense of genuineness that you could feel. If you've watched any of my reactions, you know that the things that I gravitate towards are things that have to do with a sense of genuineness. I'm a therapist, and so, connecting to things on an emotional level is really important for me. It's how I function. I've always been a hopeless romantic and just a daydreamer, and that's just part of my personality. And I think that I miss that in a lot of music. I don't really get, I listen to music, I love music, but I don't really get crazy for the artists, if that makes sense, because I just feel like there's not I don't know, I don't connect to them. But I couldn't pull myself away from these group of 7 guys because you could just tell that they were people first, and that just drew me in, that they love what they did, and then they were working tirelessly for it, and that they really cared about their fans. And I literally probably spent 2 weeks just staying up till 5 in the morning, which was not good for my work schedule, but just watching videos of them interacting as people. And I realized that they have V Live, and that they have, all these different things that they're a part of, almost like their own game shows and Bon Voyage and stuff like that. I actually bought one of the Bon Voyage packages for, I think, season 2 it was, maybe season 3, I forget at this point, I had to go back and look. But eventually I was like, okay, I'm spending so much time on these guys, I need to listen to more of their music, right? So I began the music journey. There's a lot that I have not watched yet. There's a lot that I need to rewatch because I am sure that there's tons of things that beginning me didn't get that maybe me now with more exposure to the group and the theories and the things like that. And also I've been able to connect with some people who are big fans, and they've been helpful, and But there's a lot I need to look at, and I figured for the first time in a while I'm inspired to react, and I figured I'd come back, and hopefully Army will help me out, because I think that I'm doing that thing that I do sometimes where I don't watch certain music videos because I've heard that there's like a running storyline amongst them and I don't know where to start. So I've been listening to mostly lyric videos and not watching the music videos, because I don't want to like start in the middle. So I really need help. I really need help. I'm a bit overwhelmed. But I am so in love with these guys. I am spending way too much time watching them. I am down a deep rabbit hole right now, but it's because you can really tell how authentic and genuine they were. I definitely have some biases, so I picked up that term, while scouring on the different platforms I've been on, listening to their music. I am a huge Minyoongi. I love me Suga. I just connect with him. He's super talented too. I have listened to his D2 album. I have seen the Dejwata music video. I did record myself watching that. So if that's something you guys want, I will say it is largely me being thirsty. But I will post it if you guys want it. And I have recently just been super bias wrecked by Jungkook, because that guy has just, his energy, his personality, he's just so happy, and just like, he puts you in a good mood. You can tell he's like, the song that he just came out with, I listened to that, I forget the name of it, I apologize, but you can just tell he loves Army so much. Anyways, I'm all over the place. This is me begging Army for help. Tell me what you want me to watch. Where do I start? Please, as I'm reacting to things, feel free to comment and leave me as much information as possible. I will read everything. I am, like I said, I am down the rabbit hole. But I just wanted to kind of sum up why I think I fell down this rabbit hole. There's only been a couple artists in my life that I have really, truly connected with on this level. Like, that I have been this passionate about. And I know from the beginning when I'm there, because it's happened so rarely, that when it does happen, I'm like, oh shit, I'm in for some trouble. I would say that the only other artist that I've really connected like this with has been Aurora, who I know I've posted a couple reactions of hers, but I went down a rabbit hole for her too. I love her. I'm still very much connected to anything that she's doing. I would follow her on her social medias and stuff. Florence from Florence and the Machine, and Hosier. So those are like the other artists that I really connect with. Funny how none of them are American. I just think that there's something missing from American music, and I think, or like American artists, and I think it's maybe a sense of genuineness. But yeah, anyways, that's a whole other tangent. So I need help. I need to know where to start. And I've listened to a lot. I've watched some music videos. Again, I'm willing to rewatch them, but I want to be very apparent when it's not my first time watching it, because I don't want people to get the wrong impression. I would say my favorite song at the moment is Microcosmos. I think I'm saying that right. That song, I play it probably 30 times a day. It puts me into such a good mood. I should also preface this by saying that one of the other draws into getting into BTS is I've been trying to learn Korean for a little bit now. I'm not good at all. I can pick up on words, but that's basically about it with my work schedule. I know like a lot of people were laid off with COVID, but I have been working more than I am supposed to be working. So I picked up this position. I'm a therapist at a high school. I took it partly because I do love the high school population. I really connect with my Gen Zs. I'm a millennial. But I was supposed to, have like a 2 p.m. finished day. That, it's part of why I took the job, so I could have more creative space for my mental health and stuff. I work till about 7 p.m. every single day now because I'm doing teletherapy from home. So it's a lot of work. So, with that being said, I don't know why I brought that up. Why did I bring that up? I'm brain dead right now. I apologize. But, Korean, yeah. So I was learning Korean. I spent maybe like about a month or so learning it. I started learning it because I've been a big fan of Korean dramas for a long time now. And I was like, fuck, I watched this stuff so much. I need to, I want to not have to read subtitles, so that was what instigated it. And so when these guys came onto that playlist I was listening to and I realized it was Korean, I was like, part of the draw was also like, oh, if I like this, why not listen to more of it? Maybe it'll help me with studying. And Now I listen to them because I love them, and again, they just seem so genuine. You ever see artists and you're like I almost want to get emotional for them. Like, I'm happy for them. I'm happy that they're successful. I'm happy that people are so receptive to them, and I see the hype. I understand it, because I think that when you're a genuine person, and you can convey that genuineness in your work, people are going to be bound to be drawn to you. Yeah. So anyways, and I also want people to share this with, because luckily my best friend's been really willing to like listen to me for an hour or two as I rant about how much I love them, but I think I'm tiring him out. So I would like to connect to people who actually want to fangirl with me. I don't know. I'm talking too much. So this is my request. What do you guys want to see? Please be willing to share anything and everything with me. I feel like there are so many places I don't know where to go yet. Every single day I'm finding something new. There's never not content. I'm also open to watching, rewatching episodes of Bon Voyage and some of their other stuff that they do on the Review Live. I've been a big fan of Suga's Honey podcast too. So, anything. I'm really open to anything and everything. If you guys want me to post my Deshuta, probably saying that wrong. It's a lot easier to sing that than it is to say it. But if you guys want me to post that, I will. Don't come for me though for being a little thirsty sometimes. I'm sorry. Mini Yoongi's a hottie, so I'm just gonna throw that out there so you know what's coming if I do post that video. But anyways, yeah, so I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope that this finds people. My fear is that I'm gonna post this and people are going to not respond, and I really don't want to take this journey alone anymore. I'm very lost in the sense that I don't know where to go next. There's so much stuff, and I feel like I'm starting in the middle, and I want to start at the right places, and I want the right information, and yeah, okay. I also recorded my reaction recently to Tae's Singularity. That's probably my other favorite song. It's on absolute repeat, and on Panman, that's a bop too. So I don't know if there's a music video for that though. If there is, I have not watched it. Anyways, okay, I could literally go on. If you guys have questions, leave them in the comment section. Please help me. Please. And I hope everybody's doing well. I know that there's hard times right now, and I feel like, I saw the 2020 speech that BTS did for the graduates, which was awesome. There's so many of my students love BTS, and so it's actually helped me connect with my students more, funny enough. But something I think it was Suga said really resonated with me. It might have been one of the other guys, but I think it was him. And he said, like, we're all kind of at a war with reality. And I feel that right now. I think we're kind of collectively experiencing a universal struggle, which is interesting. And I think it's helping us connect more, but it's hard, And so people are trying to find, ways to adjust to the new normal. So I really hope that you guys are doing well. I am open to other suggestions for reactions. I can't promise that, I'll do them, but I will say I am more inspired than I ever have been to react to stuff, but I largely in part want to react to BTS. So, oh, one more thing. If you've made it this far, sometimes I feel like things are just fated to happen, right? I don't know what I believe in, but I think what I lean towards is like the world is a mixture of fate and chance. And I think I was like meant to find BTS. I felt this way for my other artists that I mentioned too. Like I have a Florence and the Machine reference tattoo, and anytime I like I said, this has only happened a couple times with artists, and I've always, when I know that it's like that, when I know that it's something that's the same as like how it's been with Aurora was the most recent person over this past couple months that I've really been obsessed with. I'd love to get a reference tattoo for her, but I was like, I always jump to what tattoo I want when I get into this, like I have a Harry Potter tattoo, but again, I know when it's something special. And so I've been thinking probably since like week 2 what BTS tattoo I want. And then the craziest thing happened yesterday. I was watching, I think the days are blending together. Yesterday or the day before, I think it was the day before, I got a ticket to Bang Bang Con. And obviously there was talk about their 7-year anniversary, And I was like, oh, I really, like, I want a Microcosmos tattoo reference, probably. And I was like, what should I get? And my favorite album of theirs is Love Yourself, Tear. I, again, haven't listened to everything, like, truly, like, looked up lyrics and stuff for everything. I've listened to it in my car. But when I was watching Bang Bang Con, I got a notification on my Facebook of a tattoo I got, like, I think it was 6 or 7 years ago. I'll have to go back, because if it was 7 years exactly, it's going to be crazy. And it's my Love Yourself tattoo. And it clicked with me that I already actually kind of have a BTS tattoo. I just didn't know it until now. So, weird story, weird coincidence, but is it coincidence? We shall never know. Anyways, okay. I could talk forever if you haven't picked that up. But I hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, leave comments below, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the future. Bye!